Before I start, I would like to ask the OCA for 2 more minutes. Timekeeper, please note that. So I hope I live up to the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, my topic for today is why care about Myanmar. On 15th March, 6:57 a.m., Ravi texted me, "Hey bro, you want to be the PDS speaker in the upcoming session?" And then he continued, "The topic I'm thinking is why care about Myanmar?" The premise? The idea is we don't care a lot about things that happen outside our own vicinity. We are not empathetic, and to an extent we are all humans, and to the core we care about such suffering. So I think you should speak on this topic. And I thought, why am I given the PDS topic? PDS is the worst speaker you can be, right? You're the first one who shows up, you are forgotten by the time you reach the second and the third, and frankly, no one cares about Myanmar. When I said this out aloud, I realized the narcissist I was. Then I thought, yeah, maybe let's see what's going on in Myanmar. So I Googled BBC Myanmar. Then I had to Google again, BBC News Myanmar. And then I read about it, and there is a lot of things that are going on in Myanmar. How many of you guys know what's going on in Myanmar? See, a few people know about it. Well, if you guys don't know, I've made a list of all the things that are going on in Myanmar. Firstly, the Rohingya people. They are the Indo-Aryan ethnic group who primarily follow Islam, right? They are not even considered citizens by the Myanmar government, and the army crackdown has led to more than 7 lakh of Rohingya people fleeing from Myanmar to Bangladesh. That's the first atrocity that's going on. Secondly, there was a coup on 1st February. The military took control of the government. All the parties of the National League of Democracy, that is of Aung San Suu Kyi, were detained. They are no longer allowed to go out. And the military general, General Holang, is the one who organized this coup, and he said he did this for the people. He is going to create a disciplined democracy by taking over the country, right? That's a really good way to conduct a democracy, I think. So let's try to do a demonstration, right? We are going to create a disciplined democracy. Whatever I say, you guys agree to it, all right? So, do you guys understand me?
Yes. Yes.
No, you say yes, General Bipin. Do you guys understand me?
Yes, General Bipin.
Will you guys vote for me?
No.
See, now he's going to go to the gulag. So, and when we look at the international communities about what they think of it, they have not actually taken major actions. Various countries have condemned the action, and neighboring countries like Cambodia, Philippines, and Thailand have said it's an internal matter, meaning that they don't care, you know. So it is at this point I realized I don't necessarily have the empathetic ability to make you guys empathize about this. Seeing me speak about this so blithely, you can see I don't have the intellectual capacity to understand the nuances that goes on in Myanmar, right? So let's take an example of back home. Imagine this simple dysfunctional family in your society. The husband is a drunk who comes home and beats his wife every single day. The children cry every single day. It reaches a point that the children don't even cry anymore. If you ask the children, they're like, yeah, dad gets drunk, comes home, he beats mom. That's every Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. On Saturday, he just sleeps on the floor because he's too drunk, right? And it's a horrible thing that happens. So you call up the police, you report a case of domestic violence, and the police comes, goes to their house, and just returns back. And you're like, what happened? And somebody calls you, and you look, and there is this person, they're like, and they accuse you of you trying to sleep with them. That's why you're trying to get the husband jailed, right? And what do you want to do? You just want to walk away from it. You don't want to care about the dysfunctional family. You don't want to care about Myanmar. You don't want to care about all the atrocities that go on in the world. Why? Because there is simply nothing you can do about it. You can't change that family. You can't change the situation going on in Myanmar. You can't change the situation that goes on in Qatar, right? So why care? I asked myself this question, and I don't know what answer you'll find it, but this is the answer that I found. When we look at that dysfunctional family, what do? We walk up to our sons and say, hey little guy, how are you doing? I know you're going to be a good boy someday, but the world, it's a horrible, horrible place. And from some horrors, I'll try to protect you. For some horrors, I'll try to prepare you for them. But whatever you do, promise me this, you won't grow up and become a sick bastard like that, right? And on the other hand, we walk up to our daughters and say, hey, little one, look at you all chubby until society decides you don't have to eat that much, right? I know you're young and I know the world is horrible, but no matter what happens, please promise me this, you won't be that pathetic. You'll become independent and you won't delve in toxicity. We'll teach our children to be better. Children who were abused as children were the ones who abused their children. But children who were abused as children were the ones who never abused their children. That's a complicated statement. Let me demonstrate. How many of you guys were beaten up as kids? By a stick, by your parents, by your teachers, right? How many of you guys will beat your kids when you become a teacher or a parent? Okay, only one, right? See? There comes a point after which you realize this is not what we deserve. We need to move towards a better place. We need to do something better about this. So when we understand about the dysfunctional family, we teach our children, no, you have to be better than this. When we learn about child abuse, we understand that we have to be better than this. When we learn about Myanmar and the tyrannical regime that will follow, we will tell ourselves, no, we have to be better than this. We will vote for someone who's better. So ladies and gentlemen, I ask you again, will you guys vote for me? Will you guys vote for me knowing I'll serve the citizens of the country?
Yes. Yes.
Will you guys vote for me knowing that I will ask you to rape children and murder minorities?
No.
So that is basically, I think my job here is done. So I'll leave on this note. Maybe we can all try to understand the atrocities of the world so that the worst thing that can happen to you is Ravi texts you at 6:57 in the morning and says, bro, do you want to be the PDS speaker? And you'll be forgotten. Thank you.